When hope dies, Captain Tom Blake commands the exploration ship New Dawn on a routine survey mission in the Outer Rim. His crew discovers a massive refugee fleet drifting in dead space. Thousands of alien ships packed with dying beings from a species called the Keth. The Keth are small, peaceful creatures with blue-gray skin and large eyes. Their homeworld was destroyed by an ancient galactic plague that turns planets into barren rocks. Dr. Anna Wells, the ship's medical officer, learns that the Keth have been wandering space for 50 years, slowly dying from a genetic disease caused by radiation exposure. The shocking truth emerges. Every major galactic civilization, the proud Altari Empire, the wise Vorthan Council, the militaristic Brock Federation, has turned them away. The galaxy sees the Keth as cursed, dangerous, or simply not worth saving. Even the supposedly benevolent Cosmic Alliance refuses to help. Lieutenant Jack Stone, the communications officer, intercepts desperate messages the Keth have sent across the galaxy. Plea after plea for sanctuary, for medicine, for hope, all met with silence or rejection. The Keth fleet carries the last 200,000 members of their species. Tom faces a choice that will define humanity's place in the galaxy. His ship cannot carry so many refugees, and Earth's government has strict policies about alien contact. But as he watches Keth children dying in the cold vacuum of space, he makes a decision that changes everything. The part ends with Tom sending a message to Earth. We found them, the forgotten ones, and we're bringing them home. Asterisk, against all odds, Earth's reaction splits the planet. President Maria Santos calls an emergency session of the Global Council. Half the world screams about alien contamination and resource strain. The other half demands humanity step up and prove itself worthy of the stars. Admiral Ross Mitchell, Earth's fleet commander, receives orders to stop the New Dawn before it reaches Earth. But something unprecedented happens. Other human ships join Tom's cause. Captain Lisa Park brings her science vessel. Commander James Wright abandons his patrol route to escort the refugee fleet. The Keth Elder, known as the Speaker, shares their history with Anna. His people once saved a dying star system, preventing the extinction of 12 species. They asked for nothing in return. Now, as they face extinction themselves, those same species vote to quarantine them. The galactic community responds with threats. The Altari send warships to force the humans to abandon the Keth. Ambassador Nexus of the Vorthan Council warns that helping the Cursed Ones will make humanity outcasts. The Brock Federation promises trade sanctions. Jack discovers something crucial in the Keth. Genetic data. The disease isn't naturally occurring. Someone engineered it as a weapon, then covered their tracks. The Keth aren't cursed. They're victims of genocide. Earth's fleet arrives at the edge of the solar system. Admiral Mitchell faces Tom's growing convoy of human ships, protecting the Keth fleet. Military protocol demands he stop them. But as he sees the Keth ships, barely holding together, filled with dying children, Mitchell makes a choice that defines his career. Stand down, Admiral, he tells his own commanders. These people are under human protection now. The part ends with Earth's defense fleet forming a protective ring around the Keth refugees as they approach humanity's home system. Asterisk. What makes us human? The Keth settlement on Earth's moon becomes a symbol of human determination. Luna Base expands rapidly as volunteers from across Earth work day and night to build homes for 200,000 refugees. Anna leads medical teams working around the clock to treat the genetic disease. The galactic response is swift and brutal. Trade routes close. Human colonies find themselves isolated. The Cosmic Alliance formally condemns Earth as a rogue civilization. Alien species that once respected humans now treat them as pariahs. Tom, now promoted to Admiral, faces a delegation of Earth's leaders demanding he reverse course. The economic pressure is crushing. Senator Paul Kane argues that saving one species isn't worth destroying humanity's future among the stars. But something remarkable happens. Reports flood in from human colonies across the galaxy. Every human settlement starts taking in abandoned peoples, the displaced, the forgotten, the unwanted. The Kali, tiny insect-like beings fleeing a hive war. The Morphs, shapeshifters banned for their abilities. The Silence, a species that communicates through telepathy and has been isolated for centuries. Lisa's research team, now working with Keth scientists, makes a breakthrough. The genetic weapon that poisoned the Keth can be reversed. But more importantly, they discover the weapon's origin. It comes from the Altari Empire, the galaxy's supposed champions of justice. The speaker shares ancient Keth records with Jack. The evidence is undeniable. The Altari created the plague to eliminate the Keth, whose peaceful nature and advanced technology threatened Altari dominance. Every major power knew and stayed silent. Admiral Mitchell leads Earth's growing fleet to protect human colonies now sheltering dozens of refugee species. Each battle against alien enforcers draws more humans to the cause. Ship captains desert their posts to join the human alliance of the forgotten. The part ends with humanity declaring independence from galactic civilization. "We stand with the abandoned," Tom announces to the galaxy. "Come and try to stop us." Asterisk, the price of truth. The Altari Empire mobilizes its full military might against humanity. Emperor Vex himself leads a fleet of 1,000 ships toward Earth. The message is clear: submit or face extinction. Anna's medical breakthrough saves the first Keth children, their genetic damage fully healed. The cure spreads through Luna Base like wildfire. For the first time in 50 years, Keth children laugh and play without pain. The speaker weeps as he holds his grandson, the first Keth born healthy in decades. Jack's intelligence network, now supported by grateful refugee species, uncovers the full scope of galactic corruption. The Cosmic Alliance isn't just complicit. It's a puppet organization designed to maintain Altari control. Every humanitarian decision, every peacekeeping mission serves to eliminate threats to the established order. The forgotten peoples rally to humanity's cause. The Kali swarm ships prove devastating against Altari fighters. The Morphs infiltrate enemy vessels with ease. The Silence coordinate human fleet movements with their telepathic abilities. Species dismissed as worthless or dangerous become humanity's greatest allies. Tom faces his greatest test when the Altari fleet reaches Earth's outer defenses. Humanity's ships are outnumbered 10-1. But the battle reveals something the Altari never expected. The refugees aren't just being protected. They're fighting back. The Keth, once peaceful to a fault, pilot converted cargo ships with kamikaze determination. The Morphs sabotage Altari vessels from within. The Kali swarms overwhelm enemy defenses with sheer numbers. The Silence turn the Altari's own coordination against them. In the battle's climax, Lisa leads a desperate mission to broadcast the evidence of Altari genocide across the galaxy. Every civilized world receives proof of the Empire's crimes, the Alliance's complicity, and humanity's sacrifice for the abandoned. The tide turns a slave species within the Altari Empire rebel. Colonial worlds declare independence. Even some Altari commanders refuse to continue the attack on Earth. The part ends with Emperor Vex retreating, his empire crumbling as the galaxy learns the truth about their supposed protectors. Asterisk, a galaxy reborn. 5 years after the Battle of Earth, the galaxy has transformed beyond recognition. The Altari Empire has collapsed into warring factions. The Cosmic Alliance disbanded in scandal. In their place rises something unprecedented, the Free Worlds Coalition, led not by conquest, but by compassion. Tom, now Supreme Admiral of the Coalition, oversees the largest humanitarian operation in galactic history. Human ships, crewed by mixed species, travel to every corner of known space. They seek out the forgotten, the oppressed, the abandoned. No one is turned away. Anna has become the galaxy's leading expert on interspecies medicine. Her research centers on Luna Base and a dozen other worlds save lives across hundreds of species. The Keth, now fully recovered, work alongside humans as healers and researchers. The Speaker, despite his advanced age, serves as the Coalition's first ambassador. His message is simple. We were saved not because we were useful, but because we were in need. This is the human way. This is now our way. Jack's intelligence network has evolved into the Coalition's diplomatic corps. Former enemies become allies as oppressed populations rise up with human support. The Brock Federation's slave worlds win their freedom. The Vorthan Council's rigid caste system crumbles as lower castes demand equality. Humanity's colonies, once isolated and struggling, now thrive as centers of the new galactic civilization. Earth itself has become a pilgrimage destination for refugees seeking hope. Luna Base houses the Coalition's headquarters, a symbol of what the galaxy can achieve when compassion leads. The forgotten peoples have found their voices. The Kali establish the galaxy's most advanced communication networks. The Morphs become master diplomats, able to literally walk in others' shoes. The Silents create the first truly universal language through shared telepathic experiences. Tom stands on Luna Base's observation deck, watching ships from 100 worlds dock at the station. Children of dozens of species play together in the corridors. Former enemies work side by side on research projects. The abandoned have become the foundation of a new galactic order. A message arrives from the far rim, another species in need, another people cast aside by the old powers. Tom smiles as he gives the order that has become humanity's calling card. Prepare for rescue operations. We're going to bring them home. The story ends with humanity's simple truth echoing across the galaxy. We stand with the abandoned. We always will.